Welcome to James Unscripted. Please like the video, share it, drop a comment below, and hit that bell notification when you subscribe.
You know, what's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Your boy, Big Country. Like, share, hit the bell notification. Let's go to the fuck you and find out moment. I want y'all to listen to this because what he's saying is true. I don't too much care for this guy because a lot of things he say is fucking ignorant. But I have to agree with him on this. Listen.
Jasmine Crockett did a lot of standing up and fighting for the migrants and the immigrants. She stood and fought for them so much, Art, that I would say they had an obligation to support her on election day in the primary. And guess what, Art? They did not. They came out for the white man instead of the black woman who fought for them. What is the message, Art? And I'm not surprised. Jasmine Crockett might be surprised. I'm not surprised. Because if you study the history of America, immigrants do not have a history of standing with black people. You will get white people to stand with you before immigrants, Art. Chinese have never stood with black people. Arabs have never stood with black people. Latinos have never stood with black people. East Indians have never stood for black people. Show me an immigrant group that has ever come to this country to stand with black people except our Caribbean African immigrant brothers and sisters. They have a history of standing with us more than anybody else. The Caribbean African immigrants have the strongest history of standing with Black America, but not these other groups. So Jasmine Crockett went out of her way to fight for these people. She stood up against ICE and the deportations, and when she needed them at the election booth, they did not show up for her. I do think she could have focused a little bit more on fighting for resources and concessions for her district in particular, and for Black America in general. I do. She was in the cameras a bit more than you generally find a black elected official.
Now, I agree with him on this. You look at the history, immigrant people who came to this country to become immigrants has not stand with Black Americans. The Japanese, the the Chinese, the Africans, Hispanics, Jamaicans, Latinos, you name it, has not fully stand and support Black Americans. There's no more to even say about it. It hasn't. If they don't want to sit there and say, oh, they race always support Black Americans, if it benefits y'all. That's the only way, when it benefits y'all. Black Americans not only can have to fight against white supremacy, we had to fight against any other race, any other nationality. Everybody attacked Black Americans. Our very own African brothers and sisters even attack us. Because that's the way white supremacy train y'all. The white European nations who came over to Africa and stole the African people and bring them over to the United States, been training y'all since day one to hate Black Americans. Because they know if we unite, if the brown and black people unite, we are too powerful. So what you got to do? You got to do divide and conquer. And they are very professional pros at it. And what did he say? And I don't agree with him on a lot of stuff, but I have to agree with him on this. Because you look at what's going on now in this country, in the world today. White supremacy divides y'all so much that y'all voted for somebody in the White House. And look what's happened to y'all today. Look at what happened to all of us today. I got another video I want y'all to look at too, and stuff of this girl right here. I want y'all to look at this and listen to this.
Did y'all see what that white granny said about black people at the No Kings rally? Watch this.
Seems like there's a lack of diversity here today. That it's mostly people who look like you and I. And I just
It is not for black people, for people of color to get out on the street. They're at risk when they do that. If anybody's going to get arrested here, it's going to be a black person. It is not safe for them, and they don't need to participate. We need to walk in their name.
Gotcha. Okay.
I just want to give y'all a snippet on that. I don't want to give y'all much on that because I'm doing a video on that a little later. But what this woman say, Bo, that march ain't for us. We don't need to have no right to go out there and march with y'all because we try to tell y'all. Black Americans try to tell y'all, don't vote these Republicans, don't be in control, and don't vote for Donald Trump. We told y'all what was going to happen. And y'all say, what y'all told us when we told y'all about Project 2025, because Black Americans went and read it. A lot of Black Americans, when they heard about Project 2025 and they could have got their hands on it, they read it. We read it. And we tried to told y'all about the Project 2025. And y'all told us, y'all, we don't know what we're talking about. There's no Project 2025. Then y'all find out there is a Project 2025, and America learned the hard way. We told y'all that what Donald Trump was going to do in his administration, they're going to cover up the Epstein files, and that everything is for the rich and wealthy. Y'all told us we didn't know what we talking about, and what happened. Nobody never want to listen to the Black Americans when we tell y'all what's going to happen and everything. Y'all know we talking about. It always happened. We told y'all, I'm old enough to remember when we told y'all about George Bush Jr. He's going to go in there and try to do everything his father didn't finish. And what happened? He tried to do everything that his father didn't finish, caused us to went to war. Caused 9/11. We told y'all about Trump the first time, what Trump was going to try to do, and what y'all did. Y'all didn't want to listen, and what Trump did the first time he been in there. Then y'all turn around, we told y'all what their plans is. Everything is for the rich and wealthy. Everything for the rich and wealthy. If you ain't poor, if you ain't rich, poor people to the middle class was going to suffer. They're going to take our health insurance away. They're going to try to take our rights away. We told y'all. Y'all didn't want to listen. And what y'all immigrants did, y'all went and vote. Y'all voted Republican. Y'all voted for Trump. And then y'all went out and party. You remember, I'm going to vote for Donald Trump. I'm going to vote for Donald Trump. And her husband got deported. Y'all remember? And what we told y'all gonna find out. That celebration, y'all gonna be crying later. And what happened? I'm not saying black people psychic, but we know when we see evil. Immigrant people comes over here to this country and y'all always sided for white supremacy. Y'all always side with them. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Like, share, hit the bell notification, y'all. And I'm out.
Thanks for watching Big Country. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more.